who can't be drafted for 2 more years.
Nope.
They're going to be lining up, assuming he stays healthy. You want to see the bidding war of all time in terms of trading, and I'm talking legitimately all time as far as draft day maneuvering is concerned. 2021, spring of 2020.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
You got the 19 season and the 20 season.
Well, no, so it'll be spring of 21.
Yeah.
Lawrence is going to be the first player drafted in that draft. He would be the first player drafted in this year's draft if he was eligible.
And when you think about the iconic quarterbacks, the guys that suck for luck,
Yep.
This is your franchise guy. He's going to be there for 15 years. And, Eli, for that matter, was, Cam Newton.
And Eli in a strong quarterback class, by the way, with 2 other great quarterbacks.
Two other Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Of the 3, Eli's the one I would not put in the Hall of Fame.
But at the time, it's like, that's Peyton's brother. We got to get him.
Yeah. And, and
he's had a good career.
Sure, there's nothing wrong with it. But the issue with a guy like Lawrence right now, okay, who has that it's not next level ability. It's the next level superstar ability.
Yes.
When you see a QB like that in college, they tend to be bet on quarterbacks.
Especially when they're getting points.
And especially when they have a defense like Clemson's defense. Clemson held 7 different teams to their season low this year.
It's such a good rivalry.
But Alabama's the juggernaut.
I know, but you know what? I think the Clemson money is showing in this game.
Of course it is.
I think and again, look, sharp versus square doesn't mean anything. Do your own handicapping and forget about that stuff, and you'll be much better off.
Agreed.
But for what it's worth, the sharp side's going to be Clemson.
Yeah, and again, I tweet it. People always want to know who the sharp's on, who the square's on. They're less concerned about the numbers. Who the sharps are. Yeah, the sharps bet X at, I'll give you a hint. The sharp money's not coming on Clemson plus 5.5. It already came on Clemson.
Yes, it already showed.
There were 7.5 and all that out there.
Yeah.
The one thing that worries me here is let's not forget, Alabama didn't cover. Clemson did cover last week, and that's a pretty huge difference when it comes to where this point spread is now compared to where it would have been if Bama covers at 7.5. Instead, it's 5.5. So there's legitimate value based on just what we saw last week for the Alabama side here, if, in fact, they are the turn out to be the better of these 2 teams.
If you think we're ignoring tonight's game at the Thomas and Mack, we're not. Colorado State and UNLV is the marquee matchup next.
The Las Vegas Sportsline.
See your Vegas Golden Knights on January 10th against San Jose on the Flight Deck, presented by Allegiant. The Flight Deck is where all the off-the-ice excitement happens, from the Knights Castle to the Night Line. Tickets in the Flight Deck are standing room only and include all-you-can-eat food, beer, and wine. Tickets are just $150. Go to lvsportsnetwork.com for the link and use the promo code RADIO. Sponsored by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorneys. In a wreck and need a check? One call. That's all. Resale and transfer restricted on these Flight Deck sales. Tickets will be delivered via flash seats 48 hours before the game.
Guys, look, as we get older, most of us will have problems with our male performance. Maybe it's occasional, maybe it's all the time. This causes stress in our relationships. You may have tried pills or supplements. If they didn't work well, you may feel that you'll never have a healthy love life again. Well, now there are medical providers that focus on men's sexual health. Universal Men's Clinic helps men suffering from erectile dysfunction.
I'm Dr. Charles Arakaki. Universal Men's Clinic specializes in using modern medicine and a sophisticated monitoring system to help men suffering from ED or low testosterone. The professional staff is specially trained, discreet, and confidential. They are dedicated to helping you find the right medication for your sexual health needs and have helped men with sexual function issues, even those who have not been able to perform in years.
Call Universal Men's Clinic at 702-430-6994. That's 702-430-6994. Or visit universalmensclinic.com.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
What's hot today? It's time for the WagerTalk Marquee Matchup of the Night. WagerTalk.com. Start winning now.
At the Thomas & Mack tonight, Mountain West Conference season gets underway for both Colorado State and UNLV. The Rebels would like to forget their most recent performance. It was on the islands in Hawaii, and it was really bad. It's actually one of the worst games I've ever seen a UNLV team play. They got beat by 25 against Bucknell. It could have been 40. I like what Marvin Menzies did in the game, though. He got disgusted early in the second half, and he took all the regulars and sat them down for the rest of the game. He had walk-ons playing for basically the last 10 minutes. Good job. Good job, Marvin Menzies. I think this Rebels team is going to come out and play tonight. Okay, and they're up against an opponent that they actually match up well against, Teddy. Colorado State is a poor rebounding team, and that is the one thing the Rebels are really adept at. I mean, they can crash the boards with their athleticism. A lot of flaws in this UNLV team, but that's not one of them. Colorado State not particularly deep, and it looks like a total rebuild for Nico Medved. He's got the big kid who, if he stays out of foul trouble, is pretty good. Page is a good player. Not much else on that team. This number's been going up during the day, and I agree with the line movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's not often I'm like, yeah, let's get the window, laying the big price with the Rebels. But Colorado State is I mean, this program has fallen on very, very hard times. You know, they were, 11-21 last year. So far this year, a sub-500 team in non-conference play. What have they lost now? They've lost 7 of the last 8. You know, and
I don't think the win was against the real powerhouse either.
No, I think it was Sam Houston State, I think.
Yeah,
they were laying
not one of the vintage Sam Houston squads.
And they didn't cover. They were laying 9 and they laid 6. That being said, their last time at the Thomas and Mack, Colorado State 69, UNLV 49.
Well, that should be another thing that plays in at UNLV tonight. It's like, hey, here's what happened the last time they came in. There aren't many times when I'm going to bet the Rebels this season. This is one of them where I went ahead with UNLV at -8. That number's gone now.
I don't disagree. And when you talk about UNLV's rebounding edge and their ability to crash the glass.
Number 1 in the nation in offensive glass.
And then even the 2 games where they lost. They lost to Indiana State and Bucknell. They're double-digit plus.
Well, the Bucknell game was understandable because when you miss 83 shots in the game, you're liable to get second chances on some of them. They were just so bad in that game. Yeah. WagerTalk.com. I want to mention a couple of things. Carmen Bianco is on a 21-2 NHL run.
Nice.
I don't care if you bet hockey, if you follow the game or not. I mean, the guy's 21-2, and I know what he's playing tonight. I wish I had played that game or given out that game, but I gave out another game. I'm doing fine, but that streak is just phenomenal. Some good specials up at WagerTalk right now, sportsmemo.com as well.
Yep.
Same structure there, and good opportunities for you guys to kind of take a look at what's happening in 2019. If you can do the work yourself and make money, that's great. If you can't, you need a little help, we might be able to provide it to you at WagerTalk and Sports Memo.
And, of course, we just finished shooting videos as well. We shot videos for the national championship game. I know people have been asking questions. We're doing a little sports betting 101 stuff. Yeah. And, of course, tons of free content, both sites, at Sports Memo and at WagerTalk.com. And we do have picks for those who are interested.
Let us go to our LPT Play of the Day.
It's the LPT Play of the Day. Tonight's best bet from Lions Physical Therapy. Your 5-star rated specialists.
Lions Physical Therapy brings you this play every day. And here's a good resolution for 2019. If you've got some aches and pains that shouldn't be there, whether it's a result of, you're recovering from surgery or a car accident or just, like in my case, advancing years, no joke. I mean, things kind of ache where they didn't ache before. There is a way to resolve that, but you want to make sure that you're doing so with someone who's really, really good. John Lyons is the top of the field in this area. Check it out, Lions Physical Therapy, LionsPTLV.com. LionsPTLV.com. And the phone number is 702-476-0222. We'll go back to the game, even though the value's kind of gone. If the Rebels are going to beat someone by double digits tonight, UNLV minus the points at the MAC against Colorado State Play of the Day. Thanks to Patrick Everson. Thank you, Ted Savransky, Teddy Covers.
Cheers.
Harry Platinum, thank you, sir. I'm Dave Cokin. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the Las Vegas Sportsline.